As some of you may know, ta-da! I am pregnant with twins, which is crazy. And I have definitely been having a few food cravings here and there. I've been craving apples and yogurt. But it made me wonder about pregnancy cravings for other people around the world. So today I got 10 really interesting dishes to try from 10 different people, and we're gonna see if they hit the spot or miss the mark for me and these babies.
Hi Beryl, my name is Amanda and I live in Paris, France, but I'm originally from America. I have now had 2 babies here in Paris, and this craving was from my first pregnancy about 4.5 years ago. Also, I am actually a twin, so shout out to Beryl, who is expecting twins herself because they rock. So my pregnancy craving was a really interesting mix of French and American foods. It was a roast sweet potato topped with cheese and egg, ketchup, and French cornichon. It's super simple to make. You start by cleaning, pricking, and roasting a whole sweet potato for an hour or more, or until your kitchen starts to smell really roasty and toasty. And then once it's ready, you cut it in half, and I like to cut a little crisscross pattern just to make sure the toppings get all in there. And you smother it with your favorite shredded cheese. I would go between Emmental or cheddar or mozzarella. And then you put it back in the oven to get nice and melty. So while that's happening, you fry an egg, do a hard fry if you're pregnant, and then you plate up your melty, cheesy potato. And you top it with your egg, some salt, some pepper, and a nice drizzle of good old American Heinz ketchup. And then the pièce de résistance, as they say, is a final topping of a whole bunch of chopped French cornichons, which are essentially little pickles. The sweetness of the potato and the ketchup really pairs nicely with the salty, melty cheese. You've got an egg for some protein, and then the briny cornichons add a really nice pop of crunch in almost every bite. I think that everyone should try it because it's simple, it's nourishing, and it's a great and really surprising flavor combination. And I wish you the best of luck, Beryl, and yay for the twins. Can't wait to see pictures. Bye.
Starting off strong with Amanda, who is a twin, which I think is super fun and cute, with this amazing concoction, breaking the yolk. I think I'm gonna love this, because why wouldn't I? I need some cornichons in this. Wow. That's actually more of an interesting combination than you might think, because the cornichons are very vinegary and the sweet potato is very sweet. It's and then the ketchup is also really sweet, so there's this interesting level of like sweet on sweet with vinegary and then savory from the egg. I think I didn't get any cheese on my bite. That was a more holistic bite because it had the melted cheddar cheese on that too. And like the crusty part of the fried egg, which I really, really like. That was really good. I think that my first initial take on it was like, whoa, what are all these flavor combinations? But then when you get it all together, it works. I haven't had a baked sweet potato in forever. Forgot how nice these are. They take a really long time to cook, which is why I don't do them very often. Yum. I like this. I don't know if it's something that I would crave because for some reason I'm not like in the pickle phase yet of my pregnancy. However, it's something that I just think works and tastes delicious. One thing that I have noticed that a lot of pregnancy cravings include is bread, and that is where Wild Grain, the sponsor of today's episode, comes in. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, pastries, and artisanal pastas. You may have heard me talk about them on my channel before because they are one of my favorite sponsors that I've ever gotten to work with. Their products are that delicious. One of my favorite things about them is that they partner with small bakers and pasta makers from across the United States, keeping the artisanal art of baking alive. The sourdough breads that Wild Grain has are some of the most sourdoughy sourdough breads you've ever had. They are so, so delicious. Their fresh pastas are springy, and their pastries are flaky and totally delicious. Okay, I have croissant ASMR. It's so flaky. On top of their traditional boxes, they also now have vegan, gluten-free, and protein boxes, so there's definitely something for everybody. Of course, there are places here in New York City where I can buy artisanal bread, but I love that I can keep these breads frozen and bake them fresh whenever I'm ready. So when I serve them, people are always like, Beryl, warm bread? And I'm like, yeah, that's right, warm bread. Another nice thing is from their pastries to their breads, their cookies, their pastas, everything takes under 25 minutes to bake, so you're not going to be spending a ton of time in the kitchen waiting for your fresh loaves to come out of the oven. They're constantly adding new seasonal products, so there's always something new and exciting to try. This new year, I definitely recommend you check out Wild Grain. Click the link in my description and use my code BERYL at checkout, which will give you $30 off your first box, plus free croissants for life. And their croissants are the flakiest, butteriest, most delicious croissants that I've ever had at home, hands down. So it's definitely worth it.
Hi, my name is Nicole and I'm from the Philippines. I had my first child this year. I had a hard time eating, partially from nausea and partially from having no appetite at all. But I had a few cravings that I would always eat if it was offered. So it was McDonald's cheeseburgers, chocolate milk, and taho. Taho is a very simple dish. Filipinos usually have it for breakfast, but it's not a dish one usually makes at home, since it's common for a seller to be walking around the neighborhood carrying large metal canisters of taho over his shoulders.
So I needed tapioca for this, and I didn't want to make it, but there was a bubble tea spot near my house, so I ordered bubble tea. I'm just gonna drain out the tea and keep the bubbles. Also, it was buy one, get one, and I already finished it, but I guess I could use these and just drink this one since I have, maybe I should do that, save this for later. Yeah, all right, that was my thought process. We're gonna use my leftover tapioca pearls from my drink for this. Yum. My order is unsweetened oat milk, no ice, in case you're curious.
Taho has 3 main ingredients. So it's soft tofu, sago or tapioca balls, and Arnibal. So it's a syrup made from a few spices and brown sugar. Assembly is just mixing everything together in quantities you prefer. So I personally like only a little syrup and sago in mine, and I prefer it warm. I love taho because it was a very easy meal. It was healthy, easy to prepare, and kept me full. I actually still eat it often. I would keep a large container in the fridge and finish a liter of taho by myself over 2 days. That's how much I love the stuff. People should try this dish because it's healthy and tasty. It could honestly be a meal replacement with how much carbs and protein it has. I wish you all the best, Beryl, and I hope your birth goes well and your child is healthy.
Silken tofu with tapioca and extra brown sugar syrup. I've never had a dish like this before, but silken tofu is good, tapioca is good, brown sugar syrup, good. Whoa, that's an interesting combination. The tapioca, I don't know if I like it. The syrup is really good. The silken tofu is a really interesting flavor with the syrup because silken tofu doesn't really have, like tofu in general doesn't really have much of a flavor, and I'm not used to having it in a sweet capacity. I need some with, okay, I need another complete bite with extra syrup this time. I love chewing the tapioca balls. They're so exciting, like chewy and yummy. I don't know how I feel about this combination because all of the elements individually I like, but together for some reason the tofu is just like not doing it for me right now. The tapioca balls, yes. The syrup, really, really good. I would highly recommend this brown sugar syrup with vanilla in it if you're making like ice creams or desserts or whatever. It's really, really delicious. It's cool to make such an iconic dish at home, but I wish that I had it from a vendor because I feel like a vendor would have made this like so much better. For some reason, there's something about it that like, I feel like I'm missing something. Something small maybe, but I'm missing something. It definitely has like a custardy feeling. It's sweet, it's chewy, the silken tofu is nice and silky in your mouth, but I just feel like I'm still missing something out of the dish. And I think it's that special touch that a street vendor has.
Hi Beryl, congratulations again on the twin pregnancy. It's certainly a crazy, beautiful journey that's very unique. My name is Charlotte. I'm from the Hunter Valley in Australia. I was pregnant with twin girls in 2023 who were born in October. The craving I wanted to share is peanut butter, like a thick slab of peanut butter on toast, sliced banana, and then like a healthy dusting of cinnamon. So that was my breakfast, evening snack, midnight snack, 3 a.m. up with the twins snack for quite a while, especially while breastfeeding. I still eat it on occasion with less cinnamon. Like peanut butter and banana is pretty prominent, and a thinner slather of peanut butter. But I still quite enjoy it, but I don't have that like desperate craving and that like I have to eat this right now feeling, which is probably good and probably less hormonally based, you know. It's a great snack or breakfast. It's easy. The ingredients are really simple. Like you've got bread in the freezer, peanut butter is a staple, and hopefully you've got some fresh bananas. It's great for the 3 a.m. I need something to tide me over and I've just woken up to screaming children, and it's reasonably healthy. It's good for you and it tastes nice.
I love that Charlotte is also a twin mom. She sent me some really good advice in her video, which very thankful for that, Charlotte. Let's try your combination. You know, peanut butter and banana, it's a classic. Toasted. Whoa. She said to put a thick slab of peanut butter on there, and I did. And now I'm like suffering the consequences of trying to speak after taking a bite of something with a thick slab of peanut butter on it. Peanut butter and banana is a classic combination. It goes really well. Add in the cinnamon, it's nice. There's just so much peanut butter. I think peanut butter and banana is nice because it works as like a dessert, but it also works as a snack. I mean, I guess it could work as a meal depending on how you're feeling at any given point in time. But I just like that combination of sweet and savory, and the cinnamon has like a little bit more of that kind of spiciness. I know cinnamon isn't spicy, but I mean spiciness as in spice. The spiciness of spice, not heat, just spice. The only thing that I think I messed up with is that I over toasted my bread. So it's a little hard, but you have to toast bread. You can't put peanut butter on untoasted bread. Then you just have like gooey peanut butter and gooey bread and your mouth becomes like glue. So you do have to toast your bread if you're gonna do peanut butter and bread, I think. As a snack, especially if you're breastfeeding, you know, it hits all those notes where you're getting like good potassium from the banana, healthy fats from the peanut butter, carbs from the bread. So I see how this is a very complete meal, and it just tastes good. It's a classic. It's comforting, it's cozy, it's peanut butter and banana.
Hi Beryl, my name is Manon and I'm a French woman living in Paris. I was pregnant during the year 2021, which means my daughter is 4 years old now. The pregnancy craving I want to share with you today is a twist on a very classical entrée, which is salade endive au bleu. But I couldn't have blue cheese at the time and I didn't crave it. So I made it so simple that it's just less than 5 minutes to make. You will need crunchy, juicy red apples, fresh endives, along with a very simple dressing. I used to put lots of salt and lots of dressing. I love this salad because it had all the flavors inside a very fresh and simple entree, which I had to eat every day. It has freshness, crunchiness, juiciness, bitterness, sweetness, saltiness, fat, and sourness. So it's very complete and also very light, and it didn't give me any ache, which was very important for me in the beginning of my pregnancy. Also, I like to think that it's something my daughter was made of, and it worked really well as she was born with 4 kilos and 300 grams. So congrats on your pregnancy. Hope you like the salad. Bye-bye.
I like that we have a healthy salad in this mix. Endives are one of my favorite types of lettuces. They're a little bit more bitter. Not everybody likes them, but I do think that they are superior in the lettuce hierarchy. And with apple, very good because you have sweet and bitter. That tastes so fresh. I love it. This is a great salad, period. Pregnant or not, it's just like a beautiful salad. Apple cider vinegar is really bright. The apples are sweet, the endives are bitter. It gives everything like a really nice combination, and then you have the crunchiness of the apple and the crunchiness of the endive as well. So it's a very like crisp salad, which I really like. The textures are just doing it for me. I could definitely eat this whole bowl really easily. My type of flavor combination. I would say putting extra black pepper on this is definitely the way to go because that flavor of freshly cracked black pepper is so peppery and good. I love the taste of black pepper. And you might think black pepper and apple is a weird combination, but it actually really works because there's that kind of spiciness with the sweetness. It's a nice pairing. I think this hits all the notes of flavor and texture that I really like. Crunchy, crispy, sweet, sour, peppery. It's got it all. And for that reason, I give this 2 thumbs up.
My name is Beth and I'm from London in the UK. My baby is 5 months old and he was born back in June of this year. The pregnancy craving I want to share with you today is a peanut butter, cheese and gherkin sandwich. When I was pregnant, I had gestational diabetes like a lot of women, and when you have gestational diabetes, a lot of the advice you're given is to slap peanut butter or cheese on everything, and that's where this sandwich creation came from. This sandwich started out as a cheese and peanut butter sandwich to help me cope with the carbohydrates in the bread. When my husband asked me one day what I would like for lunch, I said a cheese and peanut butter sandwich, and he was unimpressed to say the least. But he came round and it was actually him that suggested adding the pickles to the sandwich, and the rest is history. I think people should try this sandwich because it's got lots of textures going on. It's salty and creamy and crunchy and tangy all in one bite. My advice for pregnancy and beyond that is just to be kind to yourself. It's very easy to feel like you're doing something wrong or you could be doing something better, and to be really self-critical, especially since we're all doing this for the first time. But it's important to just take a step back and be kind to yourself and enjoy all of the little moments and just have a great time, really. Thank you for having me and congratulations on your pregnancy.
This reminds me of a pickle, peanut butter, and mayo sandwich that I made, and I just know I'm gonna love this because I loved that combination, and this is very akin to that. New craving unlocked. Peanut butter and pickles is a really good combination, and it might seem really strange, but it honestly works. And I would recommend, if you like peanut butter and pickles separately, to try them together. Actually, I would just recommend trying them together because it really does work. I love the addition of the cheese because I got really sharp cheddar cheese, and sharp cheddar cheese, it just tastes so good with pickles. The pickles are vinegary, the peanut butter is crunchy and sweet, and the cheese is really creamy. All of these textures and flavors go really well together. I don't know why, but they do. I have a question for you all. I cut my sandwiches down the middle. A lot of people cut them on the diagonal. Some people cut them into little fours. What do you think is the best way to cut a sandwich? I think they just taste better when they're sliced down the middle. I don't know why, but I do. I really like this one. We'll make again.
My name is Alicia Cameron, and I live in Ontario, Canada. I was pregnant in 2020 and 2021, which was rather unconventional time to be pregnant. My pregnancy craving to share with you today is, I believe, called yogurt parfait. That's what I call it. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called in Quebec as well, although it's probably obviously something French. To assemble it, you first put in the yogurt. I usually use vanilla yogurt and then either strawberries or raspberries. And then you need a sweetener. My favorite sweetener would either be honey or maple syrup. The kind of like main thing with this is you need a really crunchy granola to go on the top. Just make sure to add in nuts and some seeds. Like I would do pumpkin seeds and maybe almonds or pecans, something like that. I really like this because it's healthy, as I said, it's easy to make. It's pretty cheap, like for something healthy, it's pretty cheap. And those are reasons that I still like it to this day. But the main thing I liked about it when I was pregnant is just the versatility of the flavors. You can make it taste however you want. And if there's a flavor that's kind of triggering morning sickness, then you can obviously not include that. I had a lot of morning sickness with my first, so that was something that I really leaned on with my first. And then with my second, I just had like no energy. So I found this was a really good way to keep energy through the morning without triggering any morning sickness. I grew two beautiful daughters inside of me because of this food, so I would recommend it to anybody. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Alicia, you and I have the exact same pregnancy craving, which is why I had to include it, because this is what I've been eating pretty much every single day since I got pregnant. A yogurt parfait bowl with fruit and granola. Although I haven't done it with the pecans, pretty much we're eating the same thing. I should also say I haven't done with vanilla yogurt. I never get vanilla yogurt. Oh, maybe I should. Vanilla yogurt's good. And this is whole milk yogurt, so it's really good. That is such a good parfait bowl. I think doing the flavored yogurt is definitely something that I will be incorporating into tomorrow night's parfait bowl. I like all the fresh fruit in here, and the granola being extra crunchy is definitely very important. You can't have that like loose granola when you're doing it. You need the clustered granola. That's what makes it good. Adding a little bit of maple syrup just gives you that extra bit of sweetness. That's kind of, it's not necessary, but it's a nice to have. And I definitely enjoy it. I usually use honey, but I think I like the maple syrup actually a little bit more. Wow, I think my biggest takeaway is that I need to be having vanilla yogurt more often because it's really delicious. And maybe I need to be having whole milk yogurt more often because it's like thick and creamy and just like hitting all the spots that I wanted to hit. I never liked parfait bowls before this, swear. And like one day I was like, you know what I need? Yogurt parfait. And I did it, and it's been many months now of going through lots of yogurt in this house. This is a great yogurt parfait recipe, 10 out of 10. I will be taking some notes and incorporating this into my future parfait bowls.
Hi Beryl, hi everyone. My name is Sheneli and I'm from Sri Lanka. I have been pregnant twice. One craving that has stuck with me till this day has been my version of avocado toast. This is in no way Sri Lankan. There's nothing Sri Lankan about this avocado toast. So Sri Lankans, please don't come at me. All you need for this avocado toast is a ripe, creamy avocado, and you just scoop it all into a bowl and you mash it up with some salt and a scrunch of pepper, some garlic powder, lime juice, and also I chop a nice medium red onion. I add it into the avocado mix, and I don't mix it thoroughly. I just mix till everything is combined, and I toast 2 slices of my favorite bread, which is usually multigrain or brown bread, and I add a healthy layer of that avocado mash. I also sprinkle some roasted garlic flakes and more chili flakes because I like things a bit spicy, and also I layer it with thin layer of sliced tomatoes. I top it off with a good sprinkle of powdered Parmesan cheese. I finish it off with a drizzle of balsamic vinegar. So I know that's a lot of ingredients there, but trust me, it works. So the first time my husband had this toast, actually, he was blown away. He actually loved it. So he and we've been having it like on a regular basis, even after my pregnancy, postpartum, and even today I would enjoy a good avocado toast for breakfast over anything else.
This looks like a really good breakfast. Like, this might be the best take on avocado toast that I've ever seen. But let's see how it tastes. The bread is a little extra toasty, so get ready for a crunch. The balsamic vinegar is a really nice touch. Something that I've never put on avocado toast before. And I liked making the salad of the onion and the avocado with all the spices before you put it on instead of just making everything a topping. That was a good idea. I don't care what they say about millennials and avocado toast. I think it's a great combination and I'm 100% behind it. One of the things that I've realized while doing this episode is that I think pregnant women get a bad rap for eating like these bizarro combinations when they're pregnant, where really, I think what it is you just have hyperfixation meals of things that like you just can't stop thinking about, and that's what you're into. And of course there are some outliers with some like crazy combinations out there, but I think it's more about like flavors and textures. Like, this has some great texture and I'm really into the flavor of it. And I could see how this is something that I would want to eat again and again. Plus it's healthy and it's good for you. So, you know, win-win.
My name is Leena and I'm from Leicester City in the United Kingdom. I was pregnant 14 years ago with my first child, and then after that I had a set of twins. The craving is related to my first child. The craving I'd like to share with everybody is spaghetti hoops and mashed potato, as known as smash. It's extremely easy to assemble. Add some boiling water to the mashed granules, make a nice consistency out of it, add some butter, as much as or less you want, and then pour over some hot spaghetti hoops. I liked this at the time because I was suffering from quite a lot of morning sickness, and this was the only food that actually stayed down. I haven't had it since as a combination. Maybe SpaghettiOs, yeah, definitely, but not as a combination. One piece of advice I'd like to give to Beryl is expect the unexpected and enjoy the journey.
I have had instant mashed potatoes once before this and they were really buttery, so this time we bought the non-heavily buttered ones. So hopefully it'll be better. This is also my first time having SpaghettiOs, but in essence it's just pasta in tomato soup, so I think that's fine. I mean, the mashed potatoes are good. The SpaghettiOs are a little bit sweet, so I don't love them. I wish that it was more tomatoey and less sugary, but that's something that happens with these kind of more canned pastas that you get in the US. They're on the sweeter side. I can see this as a combo that you would crave though, because instant mashed potatoes have their own flavor and there's something really nice about them. They're so smooth. Whoa. Magic. I really like them. I love that Leena is also a twin mom. What's up, Leena? It's been so surprising how many moms of twins are out there. Like, I remember when they told me I was having twins, I was convinced that I was like the only one and that I was like so lonely in the feeling of like feeling overwhelmed. But I've realized through community that there's a lot of people out there who have twins and more, and it's made me feel a lot less alone and a lot more supported just by like existing in that community space. So it's nice to know that I have community even within this community. I see this as a really nostalgic food pairing. If this is something that you grew up having, I could see craving it just because I've never had SpaghettiOs, like I've never craved them, but the mashed potatoes, I do feel like now I might be craving.
My
my name is Hannah. I'm from South Central Texas, and I've lived here my entire life. This pregnancy craving came from my pregnancy with my first child, but I am currently pregnant with my second child. My craving was for Greek yogurt with goat cheese and blueberry preserves. To make it, you're going to want to portion out about 1 serving of plain Greek yogurt. You're going to want to add some crumbled goat cheese to it. I recommend buying the log goat cheese and crumbling it yourself so you can get bigger crumbles. I really dislike how dry and small the crumbles are when you buy it pre-crumbled at the store. You're also going to want to add 2 spoonfuls of wild blueberry preserves, but you do want to make sure that it's not a jelly consistency, that it still has some chunks of blueberry in it. That just gives it a better texture. I craved dairy a lot during both of my pregnancies, especially yogurt and cheese, though I have developed a bit of lactose intolerance in my current pregnancy, which I've heard is common, and so I've had to scale back my dairy intake significantly. I lovingly refer to it as the postpartum special because it was really easy to throw together the ingredients at 3 a.m. when I needed to wake up to nurse my son early on. It is great for throwing together in a rush when you are starving when you're breastfeeding. No one I know has taken my recommendation to try this. I think the goat cheese throws people off a little bit, but I think it's delicious and you can really customize it to your liking, and I think everyone should try it.
Yogurt has been my hyperfixation, so I'm glad to have another yogurt dish to try. This one came in kind of last minute, and when I saw it, I was like, that sounds amazing. Adding goat's cheese to yogurt just feels like kind of duh, because the sourness, well, let me try it. Yeah. That's really good. That is delicious. Come here, goat's cheese. I love it. What a cool combination. I would have never thought to put cheese into yogurt because it's kind of like yogurt is cheese already. I mean, it's not cheese, but like they're so similar that I would have never thought to add the two of them together. Goat's cheese is already a little bit sour, and because I used Greek yogurt, there's a slight sourness to it, not like goat's cheese has though, but then you have the sweetness of the blueberry jam, and like, it just goes so well together. Blueberry jam and goat's cheese goes so well together anyway, and then blueberry jam and yogurt goes really well together, so all of these things going well together definitely, it makes sense. I love it. It looks so pretty too, purple foods, so pretty. I made a really beautiful purple dish for an episode I did all about colorful foods, and it was an ube mochi cake. Oh, that was so good. It's a super surprising combo, but one that I will definitely be doing again because I have more goat's cheese and I have more yogurt, so might as well.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I currently live in Monterey Bay, California in the United States. I was pregnant back in 2011 and 2012. I have 2 teenage sons, and this is a pregnancy craving that I had for both of them. And that craving is Sesame-Ginger dressing, the kind that's usually intended for sort of Asian-themed salads, but on everything, including vanilla ice cream. I would get a nice cold creamy scoop of vanilla ice cream right out of the freezer, and then take the bottle of the Sesame-Ginger dressing right out of the fridge. You want it nice and cold. Shake it up so it's all nicely mixed up, and pour about 2 tablespoons over your scoop of ice cream. It's delicious.
I think I should do 2.
Yeah. Now, my partner tried this, my husband, and he did not like it. My sons think I'm absolutely insane that I ate this for both of their pregnancies, but I craved it. Literally, I would wake up in the morning and that's all I wanted to eat. I just wanted that nice sort of tangy, sour, sweet, salty, savory combo. I suggest it for people who are really into that sort of thing. I like to compare it to miso brownies. If you've ever had a miso brownie or a miso blondie especially, you're gonna love this. This is gonna be your new favorite thing, and people are gonna look at you like you're crazy, but we're gonna know.
We're ending with dessert and salad dressing. This is definitely one of those cravings that I feel like someone would be like, that's a pregnancy craving, because putting ginger salad dressing on vanilla ice cream is wild. It smells really good. It kind of looks like peanut butter. So there's that cognitive dissonance there of what you're expecting to eat versus what you will be eating. So this is ginger, Beryl. This is ginger. I don't love it. That is a crazy combination. Katie, girl, this is crazy. Vanilla ice cream, good. Ginger salad dressing, I've had before, good. Pairing them, wild. Just wild. It's just too much for me. Like, it's too strong. The ginger dressing is too strong for the soft vanilla ice cream. I'm so happy I tried this though, because this is like, it's good to try things that seem like they totally wouldn't work together, because sometimes when they do, it's like a glorious moment of finding food synergy, but this one is just silly. I hope you enjoyed this episode, watching me try 10 different pregnancy cravings. I know that I enjoyed it, and I found a couple new things to add to my repertoire. All the recipes are on my website, beryl.nyc, in case any of them struck your fancy and you want to try them yourself at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps support the channel, and until next week, I'm gonna leave you with our other pregnancy craving episode and a weird combination episode, because it all kind of falls into the same category. I will see you all in my next episode. I said episode a lot.